Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day, episode number 37 for Thursday, September the 18th, 2008. Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day, the daily video blog where I review a movie 7 days a week. My name is Leland Brungart and thank you very much for joining me. The film I'm going to review for you guys today is Speed Racer, which is written and directed by Andy and Larry Wachowski, who you probably know from the Matrix trilogy, and they also directed another movie called Bound, which I like quite a bit. This movie stars Emile Hirsch, Christina Ricci, John Goodman, Susan Sarandon, and Matthew Fox. This series, it's based on the 1967, I think late 60s, anime series of the same name. It's about a young man named Speed Racer, who's like one of the greatest all-time car racers. This movie's kind of set in an alternate world where the racing is very fast-paced, people can jump cars, there's lots of spinning, the whole world is very colorful, but this is the story about Speed Racer. He basically turns down a very lucrative opportunity to race with one of the biggest companies. They're offering him a lot of money. He turns it down, so that company kind of turns against him. The movie also deals a lot with kind of corporate corruption and like fixing the races, and yeah, don't worry about it too much. This was easily one of the most visually stimulating films of the summer by far. You know, I think a lot of great children's films have kind of a psychedelic undertone, and I definitely think this is one of the most psychedelic children's films I've seen in a long time. It's very much an anime come to life. There's moments in this film where the whole background blurs like an anime when they're jumping, and there's always lots of panning and going around characters, which you see a lot in anime. It's really fun if you're a fan of anime to watch this film and see the different techniques they've used. The Wachowski brothers have always kind of been influenced by anime. I think that's very apparent in The Matrix. But here, it's just blown up 100 times, and it's really a lot of fun to watch. I've heard people complain about the racing in this film, that it's too cartoony, and I don't think that's a valid thing to say, because I think considering the source material, which is a cartoon, I think it works for this movie. I also think that the racing is done with a lot of style, and it's really fun to watch anyways. So at no point did I watch this and think, this looks really fake, because at no point in this movie does anything even look real. It's shot on a lot of green screens, which I'm not a huge fan of, and I think a lot of the problems I have with shooting in front of green screen are apparent in this film. Everything looks kind of flat, but this movie's fun enough, and I think it pulls it off. I think the performances overall are actually very good. I don't really think there's a big problem with it. There's a couple people I think are really fantastic in this movie. I think Christina Ricci is the perfect person to play Trixie, who is Speed's eye in the sky, basically. She flies around in a helicopter. She really got the style of the film, and the other person I think that really got the style of what they were going for was Matthew Fox. And I love Matthew Fox. I was kind of expecting Charlie Salinger or Jack Shephard to be in this film, basically, you know, I thought it was going to be Matthew Fox doing what he always does, playing that kind of leader character. But he's not. He's actually kind of melodramatic, and I think he's such a good person to play Racer X, and it's so much fun to see him kind of ham it up on camera like this. He really surprised me. I wasn't ready for that. I do, however, think that there's a lot of problems in this film that I think keep it from being something really special, and the young kid who plays the young kid Polly Litt, who plays Spritle, is actually very good in this film, and there's also a monkey in this movie. And the monkey does a very good job, actually. I mean, but however, I think they use these characters to pander to children. This is a movie that is rated PG, and I feel like this character was there just to do fart jokes and to throw monkey crap in people's faces. So I didn't really like that, but I also think that one of the bigger problems with this film is the running time. I think that this movie is 135 minutes. And I find it so strange that they made this PG, and that because it doesn't seem like it was made for a younger audience. It feels very complex, the story devices they're using. It jumps back and forth in time a lot. And I was just so surprised that they didn't adopt a 90-minute runtime. If that was the one thing they were going to make for kids, at least make this movie 90 minutes. And I also think they spend far too much time early on in the film establishing the villain. The second the villain walks into, the second this guy walks into frame in the film, you know exactly that, like he is going to be the villain. There's no doubt in my mind. And I think they spent way too much time establishing that. And if they cut it down like 30 minutes, I think a lot of those kind of annoying bits would have gotten cut out. Also, in the very last moment of this film, Speed and Trixie actually never get a chance to kiss in this film. And the final moments of the film are about to kiss, but they literally pause the screen and Spritle and Chim Chim pop up again, and they give some really bad joke about cooties, and then after that the kiss is really great because there's a bunch of flashing bulbs, but when they kiss they turn into hearts, and it's very cool and very anime, and I thought it was such a great moment, but it was completely ruined by this extraneous and unfunny joke. I really give this movie a 3 out of 5. I think it's better than good, but it falls short of being something really special. If you guys are liking these reviews, make sure to subscribe. If you have any recommendations on any films you'd like to see me review, leave them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.